Hello everyone, I'm meteorologist Charlie Ironmonger, joined by, we've got Elena and Victor from Fashion on Display 2025. It is an event that's going to be held at the Greenville Museum of Art coming up on September 11th. This is a very fun event. We talked a little bit about it. For those of you who caught us over on ENC at 3, it's going to be very fun. It's about a month out, but it's really focused around fashion, not just in Greenville, but in Eastern North Carolina as a whole, and bringing really culture into it. So as far as fashion shows go, this has been the one that I think has been the most in-depth. Tell us a little bit more about what you guys have planned.
Yeah. So we've got a runway show planned with multiple local boutiques and jewelry boutiques as well. And then we have a vendor shop after. So those boutiques who are participating in the runway show will have shops after. We'll have some additional vendors, some activities to do, food, drinks, an open bar that's included in your ticket. So, and then we'll also have an emerging designers showcase. Where we'll be showcasing local designers who have submitted their work.
Very nice. Well, I do want to touch on again the local designers, but again, you mentioned food and an open bar.
Yes.
Those are some things, again, that I know will get a lot of people's attention. What are the prices for somebody who maybe wants to mark this on their calendar right now and just make sure they reserve that date so nothing else kind of gets planned?
It's $40. Oh, sorry, Victor. $40 for non-members, and then $50 for non-members, and then $40 for members of the Greenville Museum of Art.
And you can get that on the Greenville Museum of Art website.
Yep. Or you can call.
GMOA.org.
Perfect. Now, of course, Victor, as far as the fashion designers that you guys are bringing into this, this is one where you're asking for people in the public, if you've got fashion experience, or if you just have some brilliant ideas and are able to create something with fabric out of those ideas, those are the people you guys want to reach out to. What do they need to do if they want to be involved?
They just need to sign up on the website and then they submit.
Submit 1 to 5 looks, and then we will work with our executive team to kind of go through and decide, which designers will participate in the show, and we will be showcasing 1 to 3 looks out of those submissions.
Very cool. So now, what is there any sort of theme that you guys are trying to point them towards, or is this kind of like a, hey, bring your best ideas to the table?
I don't know that there is a theme. It's really a celebration of local creativity. It's about vibrancy. It's about all the cultures that are represented here. Fashion is a big deal as far as connection and community. So that's what we are looking for.
And I think that's the opportunity here, is that you get to bring your creativity to it. There is no theme, and so jewelry designers, fashion designers, whatever you create, as long as it's something that we can display, we're open to those submissions.
Very cool. And again, as you just mentioned, not just fabric. I know I've been talking about clothes and everything, but no, this goes to jewelry, essentially anything that you can wear. Bring it to the forefront. Let's make some art together.
It's amazing.
Now this again I feel like there's been fashion events in the past. This one again, obviously different because you're asking for other designers to come in. Is there anything else different you guys are going to be doing with this event, other than again just the bringing in of fashion designers not necessarily associated with the Greenville Museum of Art?
I think it's the celebration. I think it's, people don't realize, how many different things is going on in our community. So I think this is a good opportunity to put on display, fashion on display. So this is a good opportunity to put all these creators, on display, and I think it's something exciting too for the community.
Absolutely. And this is also, again, something that, you pay for the tickets, so you can get in, you get, food, you get an open bar with the drinks. But then you can also go afterwards and talk to some of these people who've made these creations and some of the people who've displayed them. And correct me if I'm wrong, you might be able to buy some of these things as well,
I'm sure you can.
At that vendor shop, and so that's a great way to showcase and for them to actually be able to bring their designs. Is those local boutiques will have shops set up as well as additional vendors and designers as well.
Perfect. So if you see something and you absolutely love it, and it's like, hey, I want to go home with that. That is something that you can actually make happen, which isn't always the case when you go to a fashion show. Usually it's like, all right, I may have to wait for a few months for that to actually hit the stores where I'm at. But Yeah, that is very cool, and again, something that I think makes this event very unique, and something certainly worth going to.
Yeah.
Now,
Absolutely.
of course, we've got our own Courtney Bunting, who's going to be hosting
Thank
the
you.
event. Yep, big shout out to
Yes,
Courtney.
thank you, Courtney.
Courtney. But as far as other vendors go, what can people expect to see other than, of course, obviously, I don't want to say just fashion, but again, this is a fashion show.
Yeah.
What other vendors are trying to get in the mix?
Yeah, we also have Bailey's Fine Jewelry. We've got Jenny K, the Style Palette. So we're really excited to have some of those local boutiques, but then also some jewelry vendors as well.
Very nice, very nice. Now, as far as any other details you guys really want the public to know, as I know it's a ways out.
Yeah.
September 11th is over a month away.
Yep.
But time, especially with school starting,
Yes.
it can sneak up on you, and time can get going pretty fast. Is there anything again specific that you guys want to at least add in?
I think the idea that this could be a good night for a date night is
There you
really
go.
exciting.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
it's anything that brings the community together.
Yep.
Again, people don't realize how much is going on in the community. So
Yeah.
I think it's a huge night of celebration of local creators and creatives, and put fashion on display.
Yeah, and especially the museum too. It's a great way that we get to bring people into the museum who may have never set foot in there before.
Yeah.
It's a great night of creativity, of community. It's one of my favorite events from the museum, just because it really is for everyone. It's for men, it's for women. It's a great date night. It's a great girls' night. A mom and daughter night. So absolutely, yes.
The Ironmonger household just completely.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, this is again so cool because when everybody thinks of the Greenville Museum of Art, you don't automatically think fashion.
Right.
And this is
That's
again
it.
just another medium that you're bringing to the art world in not only Greenville but again all of Eastern North Carolina.
Right.
So good for you guys for again putting this on. It sounds like you guys have thought everything out. Everything is covered, and it's going to be a very fun time. I know I'm going to make every attempt to go there
Thank
myself.
you, Charlie. Thank you.
With the understanding with my girls, it's like, okay, maybe we can pick out one thing. One thing. We'll put some ground rules down. But as far as people who've helped you put this whole event together, is there anybody you guys would really like to thank?
Yeah, definitely Magnolia Place, OBGYN and Wellness. They're our presenting sponsor and have previously sponsored the event, Kachari Plastic Surgery, and Nutrition Plus.
Okay. Well, again, big shout out to, again, all the sponsors. And are you guys, by chance, looking for any more vendors? If
We
maybe
are,
somebody
yes.
wants to get involved?
Yeah, absolutely. Vendors, local boutiques, any sponsors, and as I mentioned with the vendor pop-up, we kind of have, you don't necessarily have to participate in the runway show, but we have a lot of engagement activities as well. Last year we built charm bracelets and charm necklaces, and so anyone who would like to participate, just let us know.
Excellent. Well, again, thank you both so much
Thank
for
you.
being here. Again, it sounds like a very fun event.
Yes.
It is.
It's going on the Ironmonger family
Yes.
calendar, that's for sure. But that's all we have time for today's 4 p.m. news and weather update. We want to thank you all so much for joining us. We'll be back coming up tomorrow morning starting at 7:10 a.m. with Jim and Gigi. Until then, hopefully you all have a wonderful rest of your Thursday. We'll see you back here coming up tomorrow.